checking your mail every single day, how many of us get like such personal information sent to us that we have no idea how to dispose of, or we put it in a box that one day we will eventually take somewhere to pay money for somebody to shred for us, and yet we don't know how it's being shredded. We don't know how it's being disposed of. And then what about credit cards? I am really embarrassed to tell you that when it comes to credit card offers, I don't have a shredder, and I will cut that thing up 16 times.
Why?
I'll save part of it and put it in another trash bag, and then I'll put some of it in the recycling bin. Like, what is wrong with me?
How much time do we have?
Thank you.
Okay.
We can't cover it in 15 minutes, Craig Smith, but that's why I'm glad you're here, because we actually have a while supplies last that is this micro shredder that honestly, it's like confetti for all of your most personal and, dare I say, very crazily should be secured information. It is less than $100. Every household should have it, and trust me, you'll thank me when you see the color options, because now it's not just black.
No,
we actually have burgundy, we have rose gold, we have silver, we have black, and we have navy. Now, of course, while supplies last means these are all of our quantities. Once this is gone, we're not bringing it back.
Nope.
And yet, this is one of the most fully featured shredders I think we've ever done, because you're about to put a credit card in, and everything about that makes my heart stop.
Well, first of all, we got to get rid of Santa's naughty list. We can't have this laying around. Santa's
what?
No,
Courtney?
we can't have.
You know what? It doesn't say which Courtney. We have 3, so I might have a chance.
Well, how about we just do this and just get rid of it?
Yeah, thank you.
There we go. By the way, that 17-step process that you told us about before to get rid of a credit card, let me show you how to get rid of a credit card or one of those store loyalty cards with a Royal Shredder. All right, want to see it again? There we go. Boom.
And you know what?
That's
it
what happens to it
sound
right
like
there.
it was physically breaking the machine.
It did not break the machine. Now this is a powerhouse paper shredder for all that personal and financial information. This is just a snippet of some of the stuff you want to get rid of. Tax forms from over 7 years ago, bank statements that you've been hanging on to, credit card applications, pay stubs from that job you left 4 years ago, investment statements, store receipts, ATM receipts. This is all the kind of stuff that people are looking for when they want to steal your identity. And what most of us do, we do one of these, or we do one of these where we just tear it in half.
Sure. And
then it feels good to do that and throw it out at the curb. That doesn't do anything to deter the thieves out there. Put it through a Royal MicroCut Shredder, and now the bad guys, they can dive through your trash all day long. They're not going to find any of that information. It's just getting pulverized as it flies through the machine here.
Now, it's really nice to see you doing singular documents.
Yep.
But what if you have one of those boxes where I'll keep it in my house, but I'll take care of it later?
Or better yet, I hear this from a lot of people as well. They get the pile on the side of the desk. Oh, I'll get rid of this later. And I've been paying the bills for months and months and months. I'll just put them over here. 2 things about this shredder that make it unique. First of all, the MicroCut. So one piece of paper like this getting turned into 1,100 pieces. That's the first big story.
1 8x11 turns into
1,100 pieces.
There's no way you could piece that back together on your best day.
I don't know if you do puzzles over the holiday season, but I don't think you're going to get this all the way back together again. So that's the first piece, that MicroCut. And the second thing is what you talked about. So when you have that big stack of paper, up to 100 pages, and you're thinking, I don't want to spend the next 10 minutes shredding and getting rid of all of that. With this Royal Shredder, it actually has this little flap here that you open up. And when you open it up, you get access to this auto feed tray. Up to 100 pages go in the auto feed tray, and now you walk away from the machine. You don't do anything. It's going to pull them through one at a time, and we've got snow in all kinds of different colors coming through here. That's the end result. Page
it looks
after
like
page.
A snow ice machine.
Yeah.
But what it is,
you got confetti for New
Year's.
Year's.
It's your social security. It's your address.
Yep.
It's your tax forms from 20 years ago. You know what I actually wonder, statistically, like what we hold on to longer? Is it tax stuff? Is it bank statements? Is it credit cards? I think taxes,
I have nothing to back that up. I'm just guessing.
Yeah, we're just friendly
probably
guessing.
Well, because you know what it is? We have this fear, and this natural fear of thinking, maybe I'll need that one day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, let's just put it in a box and we'll put it in the garage somewhere. Maybe I'll need it that one day. The Federal Trade Commission actually recommends any piece of paper that you have that has personal or financial information on it, don't get rid of it once a year. Get rid of it daily. Get rid of it right away or as soon as you're done using that piece of paper. And you can see right here, we have both auto feed trays just cranking away here.
And it's doing it pretty quickly.
Page after page, just pulverizing. And here's our end result, right here on the burgundy one. We've probably got 3 or 4 credit cards in there. Good luck finding those pieces. Good luck finding that Social Security number, Good luck finding anything on here whatsoever with my personal information. It just gets pulverized inside of this MicroCut Shredder.
Burgundy is our most popular choice. Here's your rose gold. I mean, how fancy are we?
Gotta like the rose gold.
I mean, you talk about growing up with a silver spoon. You have a rose gold micro
My
shredder.
rose gold.
Yes. Then we have silver. We have black. We have navy. Comparable retail value, $121, but we have free shipping and handling. We have our while supplies last offer, which means we have one order of this shredder at this price. And take a look right here, because I think sometimes we don't understand the importance of why do you want to, did you just staple and put that there?
Yeah, you get
That
staple
was
to go through
also
there.
very uncomfortable to watch, but yet went through with ease. I think
Pulverizes
a
right
lot
through.
of us think about, okay, well, we have a shredder already. Like, why would we need one that has a MicroCut?
Well, these three little bins represent three different kinds of shredding. Now, the big red ball there, the big ball of spaghetti, that is 25 pages of red paper shredded in what's called a strip cut shredder. When shredders first came on the marketplace back in the day, this is how they did it. And how many of the spy movies have you seen where they go, yep, I can put that all back together again and figure out that the bad guy is Billy? Because you can easily get info off of here. You go to the store tomorrow, you're going to find this right here. This is called cross-cut shredding. This is what a lot of companies do in the world of shredders. But you can see those little strips right there, easily get medical information off of there. Easy get a home address off of there. Royal, a company that's been around since 1904. I think they know what they do. They've been around since 1904. They do MicroCut. So all three of these bins are 25 pages. So not only does MicroCut take up a heck of a lot less space, it also means there's a lot less chance that anybody's going to see anything on those pieces of paper. So once you put it through the shredder, nobody's going to say, oh yeah, I got a social security number off there, or I got some personal information. And even staples, even credit cards, you can drop them right through this front slot right here, and they just get destroyed. Here goes that credit card, drop it right in. Another couple pages, staple 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the kind of stuff that would jam up a lot of older shredders. With this Royal MicroCut Shredder, blast right through.
What's the craziest offer of sensitive information, confidential information you've received in the mail lately? I got mine 2 weeks ago.
I'm not going to share that with
I got an activate, like I got a call now to activate a $25,000 check, and then it listed
for the loan, right?
all the things that I could do with the $25,000 check, like home loans, kitchen renovations, all of that. And I'm like,
I've gotten
this in the mail?
I've gotten that many times for offers of, hey, let's take out a loan.
Yeah.
This is what you owe on your mortgage.
Yes.
We're going to give you a better rate, and half the information is already filled out on the form. And I'm thinking, no, I don't want that information. And we get so much junk mail every day. And why don't we put it through a shredder? Just because it's not, if our first thought is, well, I don't have the shredder, I don't want this piece of paper, I'm just going to, out of sight, out of mind, throw it away. That's what the bad guys are hoping for, especially if you live in one of those communities where they have the dumpster where everyone takes their stuff.
Yes.
People go into those dumpsters, and a lot of townships around the country rather, as soon as you put your trash at the curb, it's fair game for anybody. And most of the time, that's a good thing. If you're throwing out like an old, bicycle or something, somebody can reuse it, that's great. But when it comes to your personal information, you don't want that in anybody's hand. Nobody needs to have their fingers on that. Just drop it into that shredder. Look at those checks getting blasted away there.
You know what else I really appreciate about this is
I'll get rid of Santa's naughty list again.
But it didn't say which Courtney. But the great news is we're just getting rid of the list in its entirety.
I think it was Courtney Webb. That's what I'm guessing.
Gotta be.
Couldn't be you. Could not be you.
Me.
Actually, it couldn't be Courtney Webb either. Come on, let's be
I know.
honest.
I don't think it could be any of the Courtneys, quite frankly. We're a good group here at the Q.
Yes, we are.
You know what I think is really nice about having this shredder, especially in the house, is I would say for most of the things in our life, bill-wise, we've gone paperless, which is really nice because you can access it. But what I think is really scary about this time of the year is you get all of the end of the year billing statements.
Yep.
Delivered by paper from your stocks, your taxes, anything, even enrollment, like for work benefits and things like that. All of that is very sensitive information that while most of the time I do it online, the end of the year statements scare me because if somebody were to take those, they could figure out how to take advantage of some of our most confidential assets.
I'll give you another one that we're seeing all the time nowadays too, right? How about the personal checks that you get?
Yes.
Either a work check or a paycheck. You no longer have to go to the bank to deposit it. A lot of banks nowadays, they have an app. You take a picture of the check, you deposit the check immediately. Take a look at all the information that's on this check. By the way, there is no Sandra Winsworth in Bayview Drive of Sunset, Florida. Obviously, we made this one up, but that's a name, an address, We also have the account number on this check. We also have the routing number on this check. There is a world of information on here, and a lot of us, we deposit those checks nowadays, and what do? Crumble it up and throw it away. I could easily open it back up, put it through a shredder, it's gone.
You could pull a Courtney case in and personally shred it yourself. Why don't you just start shredding, and I'm going to show you what I do.
Keep shredding. Or better yet,
when things like this
I'll give you this piece of paper. Why don't you shred that into 1,100 pieces? Let me know how that goes for you.
Thank you. I'll just real quick. But I'm still over here with my check, Craig.
How's that working out for you there?
To breaking up half of the number and then separating it, because you really want to work in two piles.
You're gonna mess up your manicure doing that.
Half of the routing number in this pile, but then the other half on the other side. Because what I also do is I'll separate it into 2 trash bags plus the recycling bin, because I think that I have beaten the system. And the reality
How do you have time to do all that stuff?
For the time that it's taken me to tear one check, you could personally shred up to 100 pieces of stapled paper, credit cards.
Blast it away, blast it away. 2 different ways to shred. The front slot here takes up to 9 pages at a time. The front slot is where the credit cards are going to go. The front slot is where the stapled pages are going to go. But when you open up this auto feed tray, just to let you know, the auto feed tray, the pages cannot be stapled together, but you could take up to 100 pages. And we actually replaced the maroon or the burgundy bin right here with a clear bin, just to show you. You're not going to get a clear bin when you order this. We just want to show you what actually happens to this paper as it gets blasted through here. Look at all of this shrapnel coming down here, page after page, just getting pulverized. That's what it looks like.
You know what I'll tell you?
It looks like confetti. It looks like snow just falling down.
If this helps prevent you from identity theft or any kind of stolen confidential personal information, you will have spent $99, probably times 5, to not have to deal with it or to not ever have it happen to you. This is a must-have for every single household, and I just want to show you on my side.
I like your little piles you got going on.
With the routing number, trash bag 1, trash bag 2. I still have the other half of the check that I have to. I'm just gonna put it in here.
Yeah, I was gonna say you keep going and we'll keep blasting away over here.
It's not necessary.
No, it's not necessary. And look at that front slot there. That's big and strong enough to take entire envelopes. The machine comes fully assembled as well. Even the caster wheels are on the bottom. I like the fact that it is on wheels. You roll it out from under the desk. A lot of people keep it tucked underneath their kitchen island where their trash can is, because that's where the mail comes. You can use both the slots at the same time.
Really genius, under the kitchen island. That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, where's the spot you come in with the mail? Because let's face it, because most of us, the majority of our mail is a bunch of those forms, a bunch of those things that we don't want to share with the world, and stuff that we look at briefly as soon as we get home and go, oh, okay, I got to pay the cable bill again. It's the same amount every month. I don't need to have access to that bill. You know what? I know I got to pay it on the 24th. Let me shred the check right now, or shred the invoice right now. You also have a couple of buttons on there. You get a notification when the bin is completely full. And all you got to do is open it up and simply pour that out. And now all that personal information is turned into confetti. You don't have to worry about a thing when you put your stuff in the trash. You also have access to the gears periodically if you do happen to get a paper jam. And a nice little safety feature on this as well. Anytime that you're actually shredding, and if you do pop the bin out the front, it'll shut the machine off for you automatically. So you don't have to worry about getting your finger anywhere near moving parts. Pop that bin back in, it starts rolling again.
This may be a silly question, but I'll ask it just in case anyone out there is thinking it, because I'm thinking it. Because this is a micro shredder, could you still then throw this in the recycling bin so that you're not having to throw away all that paper?
Yeah, it's still paper. It's just
cut into 1,100 pieces.
Yeah, pulverized paper, yeah.
Perfect.
Absolutely. You should throw it in your recycling,
All right, look, I'm going to put my card in because we're officially wrapping up.
What do you want to do with this right here? Can we take care of that for you?
Yeah, if you could just put it in 2 separate trash cans for me. You put it in together, now that's super risky.
This is the Courtney Cason shredder,
or
it's the Royal shredder.
That took about a full minute for half a check.
That's good work out of you, by the way.
Yes, I did. Personally tore all of that. Please don't be that person. Rose gold, burgundy, most popular, silver, black, and navy, all less than $100, which, trust me, if you have to invest $100 to never have a headache again, fine by me.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, I'll see you in no.
I think we're done.
Just kidding.
I
won't do that to you Black Friday week.
You've had enough of me today.
You have a good night, Christmas.
See you, Courtney.